Love's open door. Love's open door. Yes, indeed. We are opening the door for you to come on board. Clang, clang, clang went the trolley. Ding, ding, ding went the bell. And it's time for us to enter the fate train. Are you ready? Come on, everybody, do the soul commotion. Come on, everybody, we gotta get on board this train because the train is leaving the station, and I gotta tell you, it is time for you to take a good look at where you've been. Take a good look. Whoops, what's going on? And then go, oh, I better get on board. And if you don't like what's in the first train and the second train and the third train, then move on back to the back of the train and just make sure that you keep it moving in these next few weeks. And really, as things come up, deal with it. Where were you in 2012? Some of where we are now is coming right back around in the cycle. So where were you in 2012? And what were you faced with? What choices? What circumstances? What people were you surrounded with? What emotions were you navigating? Were you at the pinnacle of your success? Were you at the height of where you always wanted to be? Or were you just in this valley of uncertainty? Well, we need to take a good look at where we've been, because when we board the train, we need to know the destination. The train will take us through the valleys, underneath and around some of the darkness that we need to explore. The train is going to take us through miles and miles of experiences in these next, I know Mercury retrograde's got that 3-week kind of feel, but everyone get on board, because we've got about 12 weeks of madness. Yeah, you heard me. Madness. And so why is it going to feel like madness? Because anything that you thought you were going to not deal with, anything you thought was going to be left behind, and you didn't want to take a good look, well, take a good look at yourself. It is time to take a look and see, what is it that's not aligned within me? What is it that I always wanted to accomplish, but maybe fear has held me back? What's missing in my life? Is it a relationship? Is it a partner? Am I not where I wanted to be in my business or my spiritual journey? Am I looking for something more on the outside when I need to be looking down deep inside of me? This is the time for us to really reflect and release. And if you know someone that has some releasing to do, get them on board here. Get them onto this feed, because we really want to help them release what no longer serves them and what has been holding you back. You know, I'm reminded of times in life when I was at that crossroad. You've all been there, yes? That crossroad that makes you feel as if you really don't know which way to go, and so you're standing on the corner watching the cars go by, other people's lives are zooming by, and you're like, I don't know which way to go. And I know many of you are right there right now. You're in that moment of, where do I go? Which way is the way? You know, and it's not the road to San Jose, right? We all have a destination. And there's a crossroad now. There's a crossroad for everyone. Do you stay where you are? Do you go to the right? Do you go to the left? Do you go forward? Oh, good Lord, don't go backwards. Whatever you do, don't go backwards. And some of us will feel like we need to go back to an old pattern, our old standby. Well, this is safe, so let me go back here, because back here, that's what works for me. Well, we are not here to go backwards. We are here to move ourselves forward. We are here to transition and change. And the change can be a moderate change, or it can be a huge change. But what is it that you want? How are you going to navigate that? Well, we're going to explore that tonight. We're going to answer your questions. And I want you to really take a good moment and ask yourself, in the moment of now, what is it that I want to create? In the moment of now, what fills my heart with joy? In the moment of now, who am I? And who have I come to be? And what's my meaning and what's my purpose? And we're going to talk a bit about job and mission and going to work and relationships. We're going to explore things that maybe we haven't explored on these feeds before, because now's the time for us to really take a look at what isn't working and how we can envision a different version. And that doesn't mean it's going to change overnight. It's something that will line up for us. We don't need to push and force. We don't need to wake up tomorrow and say, you know, I don't want to do this anymore and not have a plan. No one in the universe, there's not an energetic being that wants you to just throw your hands up and do nothing. They want you to hold a vision. The energy of the universe, the frequency is beckoning you to envision what you want and create that momentum of desire. And the more you create momentum in this desire, the more you feed the desire, the greater the fire of desire goes. And many of you are just, your fire of desire is just like a little ember. It's not much. So we want to shift, we want to change, and we want to make it move. So I would greatly appreciate here on Sunday Funday with SarahSpiritual, share the page. Share the page, because we are here to assist you on this journey, to make this be the easiest, although it's going to be a little sketchy, Mercury retrograde ever. We're here to assist you to utilize the energy of the planets, to utilize the energy of Mercury retrograde, to utilize what is not working for you, and instead of allowing it to weigh you down, to lift you up. Let's have what you feel has been your downfall, something that has slowed you up, an obstacle, an albatross around your neck. Let's take it off. Let's let it lift us up. Let's use it as a stepping stone to our greatness as we navigate this Mercury retrograde and the next 12 weeks of shifts and changes. We just came out of the solar eclipse. We have a lunar eclipse coming, and then we're going to start this momentum of energy that rallies around us really being in the right place at the right time within ourselves first, and then in the external world, so that we, you and me, all of us, can be on track for our ultimate destiny, our fate train, our way of being, all aboard, because this is the time that you do have a date with destiny. And a choice that you make that is an old pattern driven from fear or conditions, a choice that you make that seems safe or simple or as if you're settling or you're not being true to yourself, that type of choice is going to create a lot of angst in 2020. So let's not say yes to angst. Let's say yay to joy. Let's say yay to celebration. Let's say yes to love. Let's be open and receptive for all of the communication that we have from the angels and the guides. So as we navigate this, I would so appreciate it if you share the page. Last Sunday Funday, we kind of said, hey, let's see how many shares we could get. So we're going to say the same thing this Sunday Funday. Let's see if we can get to 100 shares. And we're going to answer as many questions as we possibly can so that you have the guidance that you need, and understand that I don't answer the questions in any particular order. It's what we're drawn to. It's what comes up. I know sometimes people say, oh, I haven't had my question answered in three of the last Sunday Fundays. And I understand that, but it's as they come, and there's so many questions coming in, and it's as Spirit nudges me. But I encourage you that even if your particular question does not get answered, listen to other people's questions, because their question may have your answer wrapped up in it. Because Spirit is not just answering one person's question when we answer it. We're answering the question for the collective. And that's how it rolls here. So we are really excited. So let me know you share the page here. Let me know that you're on track with us. We're going to move some things around here. And you know, Helene, I can't quite see what, I think we'll move that over a bit so that I can just see if we just slide it over, I could kind of see who's who there on my end. Okay. No, it's kind of blocking the writing. Just slide it over, and then if you can it be? Yeah? According to your camera? Okay. No, just as long as the box isn't covering that.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Now we'll just stick it right there. And it stopped moving there, so we got it. I want to make sure, because I've got monitors on both sides, and I want to see that we've got everybody. There we go. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that'll make it easier for us. And then we'll take these little happy cards and our little crystal. We got our beautiful black tourmaline. I think we're going to need a lot of black tourmaline this Mercury retrograde. Just kind of like wear it on your head as a hat or something, because it's going to be one of those times. Yes, indeed. So we are so excited. So here we are, everyone. We're all set up. So let's have a conversation, all right? Let's have that conversation about where are we in this crossroad. Where are you? How was your new moon ceremony? Anyone do a new moon ceremony? Anybody do their wonderful solar eclipse? What'd you do for your solar eclipse? Did you burn, baby, burn? Did you let some things go? Well, we've got the lunar eclipse approaching, and the energy is really sharp, really ripe, and it's asking you this question. What is it you want to create? Where are you now in this midway, halfway point of 2019? And once and for all, what do you need to let go? Let me see what we've got to let go of here in the feed, because we're going to talk about some of those things. If you have some anger or frustration or hurt or pain with a particular person or a circumstance, a condition, now's the time to really let that go and not carry it into the second half of this 2019 year. Mercury retrograde is going to help you move forward so that you can create whatever you want if you use the energy to your benefit. I know some people are like, oh, it's such a pain in the neck. Maybe your phone has been acting up. Maybe something has been out of sorts for you. Whatever that is, it's okay. Because don't let that inconvenience drag you down. Let that inconvenience, let that moment in time just give you pause to sit and be and see what area of life is it speaking to you. So let's say you have a problem with your transportation. Something happens with the car, the battery dies, maybe something happens with your tire. So where are we losing momentum in life? Ask yourself, where am I not able to move forward? How do I feel limited? How do I feel that I can't travel with ease and grace? If something happens to a communication device, where am I lacking in communication? Don't just look at it as like, darn you, Mercury retrograde, you just caused me some havoc. Even the earth is shaking right now. The earth is saying, shake and wake up, let's go. Structure, what is sound structure in your life? And what still has some weaknesses? And where are the cracks in your life? Because this is the time where those cracks, with the movement of what's going on energetically, what the movement is that's going on planetarily all around us, the movement that's going on within you spiritually, so that is asking you to raise your consciousness, to grow. And you're sitting there going, I don't want to grow, I don't want to grow, I don't think I can do it. No, I'm just going to stay here. This is how I've lived my life the whole time. There's no need for expanded consciousness. And then you're like, holy crow, I'm living in heck. Then you need to grow. So if you're finding yourself kind of being swallowed alive by things that are happening around you, particularly as you're in this Mercury retrograde energy, take a look at where is it stemming from, and look at the patterns that are happening in your life. Is it a particular area that keeps popping up? And how do we clear it and release it once and for all? Melanie Long said shake and bake, so thank you, Melanie. Norma says, I need to let go of my frustration of not finding my dream job. Okay, we won't focus on the lack of the job. We will focus on what it feels like to have the dream job. Hello, Jennifer. How are you? We have Ampa. She says, hola, Sarah. She likes my hairdo. Thank you so much for that. Defrick says, I'm ready to grow. He's like, ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move, right? He's on the move. He's ready to go. Defrick is in motion. And, you know, Defrick has really been doing a lot of self-work within him. He's been following the show for a while, so thank you, Defrick, for holding on with us. And we have Iris. Iris, thank you so much. Anything coming for her travel plans? She wants to know. I'm going to suggest if anyone is traveling in the next 3 weeks, I know you have plans already. I can't tell you not to go, but please make sure that everything's lined up. Really pay attention to what you're doing when you're traveling. Make sure you have your wallet. Make sure when you put your phone down. I'm notorious for this. I put my phone down. I'm like, well, I don't know where anything is. Make sure you know where everything is, because during this Mercury retrograde, there's going to be a lot of confusion. Everyone's going to feel a little out of sorts. Maybe some of you already are feeling some disruption in your sleep, is how Spirit is describing it to me. There's a disruption in your sleep and you're not feeling rested. So maybe you're feeling tired, you're feeling cranky, you're not paying attention. Something happens and takes you out of routine, and then you don't know what you're doing. And suddenly you've misplaced something, you lost something. This is something we do not want to have happen when you're on your trip. So please look into how you can make a shift and a change, because this is an important time for you to pay attention, not just internally, but pay attention to your external, pay attention to everything that's going on. We're going to put some cards down for the collective group here. Thank you so much for joining us. I am Sarah Spiritual. Share the page, share the joy, share the love. We really are grateful to have you here, and we are excited for our Sunday Fun Day, because we're navigating some changes, and we are going to talk about some really heavy-duty things as the show continues today. We're going to talk about the emotions and what to do with some of these emotions that are out of sorts, and how to release bad feelings, bad karma, how to clear that up, and how we can navigate not feeling good enough and worthy, and why maybe we don't have that dream job that we're looking for. Danae Wood says, thank you, I'll be traveling. So Danae, make a list, check it twice, cross everything off, pay attention, allow extra time in travel. Carolina Artiga's like, Sarah, this Mercury retrograde's heating up so much, I need to get a bath. You're going to have to make me something, clear my energy. I'm with you, Carolina Ortiga. I think everyone should ramp up, do a little extra spiritual practices during this time, and it'll bring up a lot of energy for you and clear some things. So we're going to put some of our goddess cards down here and see. Ampa says she loves the collective cards. She absolutely loves that. So thank you, Ampa. So we're going to put this down here. And then we have the universal love cards. Purple. See, it's kind of flowers kind of matching my outfit here. We didn't plan it that way, but here we are. So we've got our collective universal love cards that we're going to put together for everyone. I'm so excited because this is a really important time for us to join together. Think of the world and make it a better place, right? And look at what you can change within yourself. And then we have our Mother Mary cards. Oh, we're not done yet, everybody. So this is going to be exciting here. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. All right, we've got 3 piles going here. We got the goddesses. So we're going to pull out 3 goddess cards for the collective consciousness that has joined us today. You know, I'm also feeling a presence of a lot of loved ones here with us. They're truly feeling the energy around us, so I really want to acknowledge that, especially when I pulled in the energy of Mother Mary. I was made aware of a grandfather energy of someone who just recently passed. So it's just like almost like they are just letting us know that they're there. Someone who passed in the past couple of days, male energy, feels like he's in the grandfather position. So that's the energy I have. I'm going to take another 3 cards, and this is from our Universal Love cards. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. All right, there we go. And then give me a, I think that's a theme song for Coca-Cola, right? So, it's the real thing. Okay. Unpaid sponsorship. Yes, indeed. All right. And Mother Mary, we got 3 we're pulling out for our Mother Mary. Thank you so much, everyone. Sarah Spiritual here. on our Sunday Funday. It is the Fate Train. All aboard the Fate Train. We're going to have to do a love train soon, though. I think we need a love train. Yes, Helena's like, love train, love train. Okay, Helena, I'm so happy for you over there. So we've got this here. So here we go. Very interesting what we've got going on here. So we have Athena, we have the White Terra, and we have Don't Back Down by Goddess Bridget. So Athena talks to us about the wisdom. And when I think of wisdom, and this is so appropriate for Mercury in retrograde right now, we have the owl. And you know, the owl has such great vision, and the owl can see further than we can. And the owl has this great vision. He can see in darkness. It is a bird that will be able to see in the night. He is nocturnal. This owl seeks to find the wisdom even through the darkness. And Athena is the goddess that will bring us this inner wisdom and peace. So as we said earlier, when we first opened today for our Sunday Funday, we were talking about going within and asking yourself some good, important questions and taking a look at where you are. So the collective, right now, inner wisdom, let your inner voice speak. Let your love, your inner love shine out and let that speak. And then we have White Terra. And White Terra talks to us about sensitivity. So many people are feeling kind of raw and emotional. I know many of you are feeling out of sorts. Like, all right, so Amy Jo Hazelwood says, she gives me her information, and we'll have to pull her question officially, but just to give you an example, Amy Jo Hazelwood says, I'm in desperate need of guidance regarding life in general. This feeling on the planet, this 2019, holy crow, did you come into 2019, everyone, and say like, yay, it's 2019, thank God 2018's done, thank God 2017's done, thank God 2016's done, oh my God, here we go, 2019, gonna be a great year, 2019, going, oh my God, 2019, what a year. It's going so quickly, and I don't know that anyone's really been able to savor and grasp the joy, the happiness, and the accomplishments that we all set out. But that's okay. This is when the energy is calibrating at such force that you can capitalize and make it happen. Finally, the things you talked about in January will be staring you at the face, and they want you to move forward. But if you haven't done the work, you haven't done your inner wisdom and inner guidance, and you're not being sensitive and caring to yourself and sensitive and caring to others. You know, words, they hurt. So you have to look at your words and choose your words and express your words in kindness. And if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. You hold the vibration within yourself and you process and you ask the question, why am I feeling this angst and this disturbance? When have I been here before? Why am I feeling out of sorts and feeling so overly sensitive? I have people messaging me all the time telling me they're crying, they can't stop crying, they're out of sorts, they're over emotional, they're having fights with their partners, and things are crazy. My spirit guide just said hashtag cray cray. So it's a little out there. So we have to be sensitive to our own needs and aware of other people's needs and be sensitive to them as well. And then we have the Goddess Bridget. And the Goddess Bridget, she says, don't back down. When you know, like you know what you want, don't back down. Don't stop thinking about what it is you want. Don't stop feeling it. Hold the vision, and don't let anyone else sway your objective, your goal. Don't let their opinion, you know, opinions, what they say about opinions, everybody's got an opinion, just like, you know, we know what we're talking about. So everyone's got an opinion. So listen to your inner self, and if you know, like you know, that this is the way you want to go, singleness of purpose. When I look back, and I'm sure many of you can think of this and say, when you've made choices, think about it. If you had asked some other people what their opinion was, would you be where you are now? Can you imagine if I called up some of my corporate friends and I said, hey, I'm going to Florida. And then I was like, hey, I'm here in Florida. Hey, my life took a change. I'm thinking of doing this. They would have said, you pack your stuff and get yourself back to New Jersey. You're a corporate girl. Go get back to your corporate gig. That's what you know how to do. Go make it happen. What are you, crazy? Open a spiritual store in West Palm Beach? You don't know anybody. That's what people would have told me. But I had a singleness of purpose, and I was being guided, I think pushed, by spirit. So I moved in that direction. And the more I moved in that direction, the more things lined up. Now we're going to go to our universal love cards. And the universal love card talks about sacred union. Many of you are asking, where's love? Where's my partner? How am I going to find love? When is my twin flame coming? When is the right soulmate coming? Where is love? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right? You don't know, and you're feeling that emptiness. Again, I have people telling me, male and female, telling me they are so emotional, and when they go home, they feel the loneliness and the sadness, and they're feeling empty. And in that emptiness, they're remembering old relationships. Have you had an ex? Are the exes from Texas calling you? Are we getting old exes popping up? That's another popular thing that will happen now. And you're feeling it. I know, I guess some people shaking their heads here. You know, my chakra dance teacher here, she's here in the building, and she was like, yeah, my ex-husband called me. He was like, hey. And she's like, hey. And then he's like, what you doing? And she's like, not much. What you doing? He's like, want to go to lunch? She's like, hey, gotta go. Okay? So you're laughing because it's true. But that's what you have to do sometimes. You just be like, hey, that was then. This is now. I'm moving out. Okay? I want the world to know. You got to let it show. You've got to be who you've come to be. And going back to old patterns and old relationships, I cannot say is never good, because there are some people whose relationships and life got in the way, and they're being brought back together so they can have that divine love. But many of you are looking for that divine partnership, that divine union, that I love you more than breath itself, right? That's what we want. And write that down. We are in this new moon manifestation energy. Before that full moon, write down what you want to create. It is not too late. And when the ex calls, say, do you know the way to San Jose? Right? Because you are not going that way. And then we have embrace. We all need a hug right about now. How many of you have just walked in somewhere and seen someone you know and just kind of started to tear up and you're like, I need a hug? It's been a terrible day. Are you feeling that? So anything that you need to give comfort to another or to receive, now is the time in the universal love cards for us to be caring and embrace. But first and foremost, because a lot of you lose yourselves in other people, and you give to other people, and you're not nurturing yourself. And sometimes we've got to take a step back and self-care, self-love, and take that time to understand who you are and what you desire and what feels good and what is it that you want for yourself, and give your body and your spirit the rest. So the embrace is so important. And then we have birth. So for some of you, I know we want to have babies here, so that's great. So the universal message is there's birth. But the way I interpret this card at this time, in this unprecedented time when things have never lined up in any other way than they are now, it's so, well, it's never been seen before, the way things are forming all across the planets. And it's such unprecedented times of our economy and our government. I mean, we are really at, well, a place of change. And this change is bringing up a lot of emotions in people. And we are looking at our finances, we're looking at our countries and the values of our countries, and we're asking important questions. We're asking important questions of ourselves, of our lawmakers, of our leaders. And so here, this card of birth really makes me feel at this juncture, in this midway time, since we kind of squeaked into 2019 feeling a little disjointed, and some people a little disillusioned by the way life had been for them thus far, I think it's time for a rebirth, a jump start. Are you ready for rebirth? This is the time, because to get on the board, the fate train, to get on board to where you want to go, universally, collectively, individually, you've got to know where you've been And you have to have a vision of what you would like to be, or where you would like to be, or what you would like to feel. Even if all the details aren't colored in, you just have to shade in the lines a bit. The rest will fill out as you navigate life and make series of choices. And here is a chance to rebirth yourself. The way we are now in the planets, these solar eclipses, they're forcing us to rebirth, let go of what is not serving you. So we're off to a really amazing start here, everyone. We've got the goddess Athena for our inner wisdom. We've got the white Tara for our sensitivity. We've got Don't Back Down. We've got the goddess Bridget. We're having sacred unions. We want that divine partnership, that divine love. And we're looking at the partnerships we've had. We're looking at the partnerships we may have currently. And we're looking at the idealism of what it would be like to have it all. And you can have it all. And we all need that embrace, that hug, that love. And then we're in the state of rebirth. And then when I go to my magnificent Mother Mary cards, we have the lady, the Blessed Mother with the moon at her feet. How appropriate to have the Blessed Mother with the moon at her feet when we are about to have a lunar eclipse very shortly. So this represents that rebirth, that transition of light to darkness. And the Mother Mary is nurturing and loving us and worshiping the energy of this divine light that is all around us, all on the planet, and coming out of a solar eclipse to be transitioning to this lunar eclipse in the weeks to come is so magnificent for us to have that. So we are sandwiched in between these powerful energies, and the Blessed Mother is bringing that to us. And then we have Our Lady of Answered Prayers. So I know that many of you have been asking and asking and looking and waiting. Here and now, claim what you desire. And if it makes you feel better to put it in the feed, then please write it in the feed. I am the man who, I am the woman who is creating, manifesting, and write it down. Hold that vision. We in the sacred space of this Sunday Funday, we're going to hold the vision because we are manifesting together, because all prayers are answered. And sometimes no answer is the answer, yes? So we are open, we are receptive, and we are creative. And we are creating in the collective consciousness of all of us. Because each one of us has a desire that is unfulfilled. And some of us have been navigating some very difficult times. It's been, well, for some people, a traumatic couple of years. And so you feel as if the universe, the angels, the guides, that they've forsaken you. And we know that that's the fear, that's the illusion of darkness, but that's for you to notice where inside you may have forsaken yourself, where you stopped believing in you, and for you to look at where that learned behavior was created and how you became conditioned to feel that way. It is a powerful time to clear, and no prayer goes unanswered. Hold that vision, write in the feed what you'd like. And if you know someone who's navigating some changes and they could use a leg up, share the page. Let's share this energy with all of us. And then our final card from the Mother Mary is Our Lady of the Ocean of Rebirth. Bam! We can't get any better than that. We are on the fate train, and we are rebirthing ourselves. We are taking off from the platform, and the train has left the station, and we are gone. We are moving, we are going in the direction of what we want to have. And behind you, you leave that which no longer serves you, the hurt, the pain, the worry, the concern, the opinions of others, the beliefs that have been indoctrinated into you, and you feel as if that's who I am. No, get on the train, get there today, board that train and say, I'm on my date with destiny. I'm on the fate train, and it's going to take me where I know I need to be. But in order to be in an outcome that has the highest vibration, I need to do the work. And I cannot go back to the old patterns. This is not the time to go back and stick with what I've always done. It's a time to release and open up and trust that the universe always has your back, and that your angels and your guides, they're listening. So before we go to our individual messages, we're going to do a little healing work right now. We're going to open up this energy because I know a lot of you need healing, and we're going to go question after question after question after question. And I'm going to answer as many questions as I can. Share the page, put it in the feed, and let's see what we can do here. All right, let's go. Everyone take a nice breath and say, I am. And when you say I am, I want you to open up your space. Surround your energy with this beautiful, brilliant white light, an all-consuming white light encompassing everything around you. See this white light extending from 3 feet around you, opening up your arms, palms up. Take a breath and say, I am. I am a being of light. I am a being of light. I am a being of light. And then bring your hands into your heart and feel the breath in your heart. Feel the heartbeat and say, I am a being of love. I am a being of love. I am a being of love. Feel that. And then take your hands and place them on your temples, aware of lining up with the third eye, but place it on your temples and simply say, I have clarity of mind. I have clarity of mind. I have clarity of mind. And then place your hand in the center of your forehead for your third eye and say, I am the all-seeing eye of God. I am the all-seeing eye of God. I am the all-seeing eye of God. And then open up your hands in the space around your head and say, I am divine universal wisdom and intelligence. I am divine universal wisdom and intelligence. I am divine universal wisdom and intelligence. Oh, feel that energy. Allow the universe, allow the Creator's energy to pulsate through you. And now let's bring our hands to the solar plex and place it right here on your solar plex. And take a nice breath and say, I am one with the great central sun, and the great central sun resides within me. I am one with the great central sun, and the great central sun resides within me. And just breathe, I am one with the great central sun, and the great central sun resides within me. Feel it. And in this moment, release. Release the powers that are struggling within you. Release conflict. Release the need to be right. Release the hurt. Release the pain. Trust that you are free of karmic entanglements. Remove yourself. And as you lift your hands from your solar plex and you open your energy and you see the bright yellow light radiating from the central point of attraction within your solar plex, just brush away the cords that no longer serve you. Brush it all away. And ask the sword of Archangel Michael to cut and alleviate these cords that are tying you to the past, that are not allowing you to get on board that train to your destiny, and release the hurt and the pain. And now we're going to take our hands and we're just going to place it right in the base by our belly button. And we're going to say, I am the great creator. I am the great creator. I am the great creator. That which I focus my intention upon, I manifest. That which I focus my intention upon, I manifest. That which I focus my intention upon, I manifest. I am birthing the true expression and authenticity of me. I am birthing the true authenticity of me. I am birthing the true authenticity of me. You are all free to be you. Take a nice breath. Take another nice breath. Hallelujah. Opening up the chakras. Hallelujah. 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 And let's go all together, Om Namah Shivaya, 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 I bow to my inner self. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. We bow to the God, the Creator within. Take a breath. How do we feel? All take a nice breath. Opening up some of the central points within the body. Opening up the energy. Opening up everything as it is to be. And we're going to just put these here. How's everyone doing here? Everyone good? Take another nice breath. Okay. Everyone focus. Together we're going to have singing lessons with SarahSpiritual. Just kidding. All right. Ready? Everybody ready? Take a nice breath. In your mind, in your vision, at this moment of now, vision, hold the vision. What is it you want to create? See it fully completed. And any questions that you ask here today, ask them from a place of power. I know we're at a difficult time, and I know some of you are going through some transitions, but in this moment of now, hold the vision within you, trust that the universe has your back, and believe. Say, I am, and believe it's possible. Say, I am, and believe it's possible. Say, I am, and believe it's possible. In this moment of now, you are perfectly aligned with destiny. In this moment of now, the universe is lining up endless, infinite possibilities for the creation of all your dreams. And every choice is a choice that leads you there. Release now that which no longer serves you. Open up your heart. Open up the space of who you are. And welcome in the moment of now. For now there is only now. Yesterday is past. Tomorrow has yet to come. And today, in this moment, you are creating your destiny. Where are your thoughts? Where are your emotions? And when we feel out of sorts, out of sync, then just take a breath and say, I'm okay. Everything is lining up perfectly for me. And so it is. Are you ready? How's everybody doing now? Are we feeling a little more settled? Because we're going to talk about the great things that are coming, but we're also going to talk about, well, some of the things that are going on that maybe are going to rock your boat. Rock the boat, baby. Don't tip the boat over. We don't want to tip that boat over. We just want to make sure we're in this great, smooth space, no matter what comes our way. So we're ready to answer some questions. Jennifer's claiming that she's in the President's Club. Patty Ayala's here. Maria Antoinette. Dominique is here. Rhonda Sharon says, I love your voice, Sarah. Thank you, Rhonda, for following the show. Greatly appreciate you. Sue Dietz says hello. Jackie, how are you? Thank you so much, everyone. Share the page. You know, every Sunday, Funday, we come here to assist you. If you enjoy what we do, share the love a bit. We work really behind the scenes to make this be a great experience. We come here a few hours beforehand so that we can offer you some free readings, free healings. Every Wednesday, we're with you from 5 to 8 p.m. So if you feel so inclined and you enjoy our work, we're going to put a link for a donation if you'd like to donate to support the I Love Spiritually Speaking with Sarah show and all the things that we want to do moving forward, the different outreach programs we want to put in place so that we can be here for all of you. I would appreciate the donation. I would appreciate knowing that if you can, that you can share a little with us so that we can continue to share with all of you. Let's get some questions. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, yes. Stacy Rossman says, I'm having issues today. She tried to get me on the computer, the iPad. She's sharing a watch party, and she couldn't do it. Yeah. Mercury retrograde.
Are you going to say watch Patty? Are you letting the Boston out?
No, I'm not from Boston. I'm from New York. What's the matter with you?
I thought I heard a patty coming out.
A patty?
A work patty.
A patty?
Work
Okay.
patty.
Park the car? Okay. You know, all right. So we're going to... Listen, I'm going to tell you what I want to be when I grow up. I want to be a lady in a flower shop instead of selling flowers at the corner of Tottenham Court Road. But they won't take me, not unless I can talk more genteel. Well, here I am, ready to pay, not asking any favour, and he treats me as if I was dirt. I know what lessons cost as well as you do, and I'm ready to pay. Eliza Doolittle. All I want is a room somewhere far away from the cold night air, with one enormous chair. Wouldn't it be lovely? Oh, wouldn't it be lovely if I answered some questions, everyone? Let's go. Chakra dancer instructor is out of the building. We have chakra dancing here Tuesday night with Margot. So pop on over to the Expedito Enlightenment Center. She's going to be loosening us up here and moving our chakras. Thank you, Margot. Thank you. All right, who do we have? We've got Shayna. Is that who we've got a question from?
Yeah, we're going to start with Shayna Dorset.
Shayna Dorset. She got some bacon going on. I heard she's cooking up a storm over there. Shayna. Am I headed in the right direction? She wants to know with my business.
And trying to do, speaking of food, culinary school.
Culinary school. Shayna, can you move to South Florida, please? Because we need some food down here. I believe you are making the right choice here, because when I move you forward, I feel as if this is the right time for you to do this, and you're getting quite a lot of connections. And this actually isn't working very well. This one's dead. So when I see this energy here for you, Shayna, look forward and know that you're headed in the exact right direction. You've put in the time. You're building a business. You're going to be really busy September, October, November, so get ready for that. Get your Thanksgiving pies ready, your shepherd's pie ready, your meat pies ready. Get whatever you got to get ready, because it's going to be a very busy time. All the different cakes that you make, this is a perfect time for you to go to culinary school. When I look at the energy for you right now, this year is a good year to lay foundation for your business. So just be open to that possibility, my dear. They give you a green light, so get aboard the fate train, because you're going, girl, and you're going to be doing well in your wonderful new career of the culinary world. Thank you, Shayna Dorset, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
Next we have Phoenix Rose Wilder asking, will Cameron and I ever become more than friends?
Let's see here. So Rose, I see here that you have been clearing out a lot of old energies. You're going through quite the transitionary time for yourself, Rose. And what I say to you here and now is, it's important for you to do what is working for you. Will you ever be more than friends? I see a gentleman who is a little reflective, not really fully enmeshed in having a full relationship. I feel as if he's still on a journey of some self-discovery of some sort. He's going down deep and asking himself some really important questions about his life. And I feel as if there's ways he wants to expand that don't have to do with primary partnership or relationship at this time. Will you ever be more than friends? You can be, but will it last is more the question. And that's where I see the disconnect. But if you want to have that connection with him, then hold the vision and see where this takes you. But right now is definitely not the time to move forward with this in any form other than friendship for the next 3 months, because if you do, you will lose the friendship altogether. Timing is everything, my dear. Right now I see resistance to relationship with Will, so enjoy the friendship, hold the vision, and let's see. But the question remains, should you get connected, how long will it really last? This spirit puts a little gray area. It seems like it is not a relationship that will stand the test of time. Might not be what you want to hear, but that's what they bring you. So hold the vision, and we'll hold the vision for you, because the universe always wants us to feel that desires are met. But ask if it's for your highest good. Thank you, my dear Phoenix Rose Wilder. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here live on Facebook and on YouTube? We are so excited. We are aboard the Fate Train, and I am Sarah Spiritual, and we are answering your questions. And we've got cards here, but I'm kind of pulling the answers from Spirit. And if you see me on the pad, I'm doing some automatic writing. There's a message here for everyone here. Always love that here. Who else do we have?
Next, we are going to Ayala Patty.
Ayala Patty, what's my purpose? Is it time to move and change? What's next? You know, Ayala Patty, it's time for you to get out of the confines of the box of work and for you to tap into things that fill your heart. You are very spiritually gifted and connected. It's just that you keep stepping into that world and then pulling yourself out, and stepping into the world and pulling yourself out. And I feel as if part of it has to do with family obligations, what's expected of you, and your time that is being pulled because you have many that rely on you. And I understand that, Ayala Patty. However, being the spiritual being that you've come to be is so important. You're very gifted and intuitive. Embrace that energy. Be open to the possibilities of developing those skills, Ayala Patty, and see where that will take you. When I take you into this year of 2019, I see a lot of expansion, and I see you exploring new horizons. I feel that next year, any move and change, and it may involve a move of physical residence, that will happen in the 2020 time as you embrace 2020 and perhaps to the close of 2020 into 2021. This is a time of great change for you. So singleness of purpose, holding the vision for yourself, and any of you faced with change and feeling the pull of the universe saying it's time for change, it is so important that we are clear of what it is we desire as we navigate the change, so that we don't get tossed down some road and sit there and say, which way did I go? I didn't want to be here. So hold the vision. Change is coming to you. And if you don't change when the universe nudges us, as everyone here on this feed probably knows, you don't change and you're resistant to change, the universe will create so many things going on, you'll be forced to change. I don't know about you, but I like to go peacefully with the change. I don't like to create that much resistance, because it gets real painful if you don't cooperate with the winds of change. We've got a song we're going to play later on, The Winds of Change, so it's going to be a great one. It's one of my original Spirit Channeled songs, so please stay on the feed with us. And please be a part of it. How many shares do we have, Helena? Who's sharing the page? What do we got going on here?
Shares.
We are answering questions. I hope we get to 100 shares, everyone.
We're at 69 right now.
69 shares and climbing. Let's go, everyone. Who else do we have here with us?
Next, we're going to go to... Ooh.
Ooh, ooh. She's like, pick me. It's like Horseshack here. Wait a minute.
What? It is. We're going to go to
pick one. Okay.
Brenda Bizak.
Brenda Bizak. Okay, hello, my name is Brenda. Brenda, you are in your personal power time right now. I believe in me, I believe in me, I believe in me, I can create. I am the almighty female that is a powerful, intuitive, great creative being. That is who it is to be you, okay, my dear? Is there a man who loves me in my future? You know what? You have created such a great vibration around yourself, and they make me aware that you've done a lot of self-work, and you've spent quite a bit of time these past 2 years navigating some bumps, and possibly a breakup or a division about 2 years ago. I want to place you in about the 2017, if not the tail end of 2016. So whatever you navigated that was relationship that kind of created some angst, you have healed from that. And yes, is there a man who loves me in my future? Absolutely, positively, without a doubt yet. How soon in the future, she wants to know. I know, I spy with my SarahSpiritual eye. You want to know when. I feel as if this love comes in this next 12 to 18 months. But if I really give you the feel of the vibration, I have the window, but I'm going to tell you how I feel it. The way I feel it is that in this October month of this year of 2019, I feel as if you're in this really good place. I feel like we've been a little emotional and a little up and down, and that you're creating something unique, or putting your heart into something that's of importance to you, having nothing to do with love. And as you are navigating through that, in that energy, when I move you into the October month, I feel like you're feeling this song of, I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore. And you've got that power in you, and you are attracting a like match, equal vibrational match. I've got like two spirits talking to me at once. I got an equal vibrational match and alignment of the souls that comes for you. So you're going to know the person when you feel them, when you see them. This is how I see it coming. So absolutely, positively, there is love coming for you, and it's not that far off in the distance. So thank you, Brenda, for your question. So glad to have you in this Facebook feed. I think this might be the first time we got to talk to you. So thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Allison Ramos, thank you so much for joining us. So great to see you here. We are so excited to have you here on our Sunday Funday. We're navigating some changes. Mercury retrograde's coming. Holy crow, are you ready? I don't know if I'm ready, but it'll be okay. And we're on the fate train. So where are you going? Get on board.
We got Sue Flacco coming aboard.
Sue
the fate
Flacco.
train.
Thank you so much, Sue. Welcome, Sue. So glad to have you here. And we're really glad to have you here. And thank you, everyone who's joining us. Share the page. Let's see. What do we got? Insight on any blockages I have. Sue, first thing they give me, I go bam, right to the energy. And they make me feel as if right here in the throat chakra, I'm feeling a blockage here in the throat chakra. I'm feeling like we're not able to speak and express our truth the way we want. And you are a woman of balance and truth, and you have strong morals within yourself. And I feel as if there's an aspect within you that hasn't felt the ability to step up and be who you've come to be and to share your truth with people. I don't know that we've always been accepted in the group that we have, or maybe we've been judged. So the way I see this is we need to open up our throat chakra, we need to open up the energy, we need to heal, we need to speak our truth, feel our truth, speak our truth. And I feel as if there's some hurt and pain from an early experience in love that still holds you back, so you're holding back the true, authentic you. Sue, it is truly the time for you to shine your light. And when I move you into this energy, this year closes out a lot of things that haven't worked for you, a lot of experiences, and a lot of these blockages kind of like dissolve away as you step through almost like the discontentment. You step through the angst, the hurt, the pain, the things that have been holding you back. You kind of just let it go, and you move yourself forward into the 2020 horizon. So it's a powerful time. You're going to feel a lot of the shift inside beginning on or around your birthday. So when I step you into the end of September, into mid-October, there's truly a shift of consciousness, awareness, and it's a little easier for you to let things go and speak your truth. In the meantime, speak to self and say, I am worthy. I am one with the divine universe. My words are my truth. I speak my truth with ease and grace. I am loving and accepting of myself, and I am love, light, and truth. Thank you, my dear Sue Flacco, for your question. So glad to have you on board. I don't know that we've answered a question from Sue before, so that's great. Thank you so much.
We are going to go to Miss Marlena Crow next.
Marlena Crow. Hi, Sarah. Her husband got a job offer to be a sheriff's deputy in the Alpine County. Is he going to get the job? You know, I'm really excited. I know, Marlena Crow, that you and your husband have been navigating some rocky times, and it is time for your energy to shift around you. And I do feel that it is a very strong possibility that they will give him that job. But one thing they make me aware of, Marlena, and I don't know how this plays out, is that there's something with the paperwork. So he's offered a job, but I also know that there's things in the paperwork they have to go through. So to be careful, Marlena, when he fills out the paperwork, that everything is in order and he includes everything that he needs so that nothing gets misconstrued, and then they kind of put the paperwork to the side and then he doesn't move forward. I do know that this is an important opportunity, and Spirit makes me feel as if as long as the paperwork lines up and matches what their protocol is, and he does the work diligently behind the scenes in the documentation, it looks like everything's going to go through. He's got to do his part. Marlena, I know you and your husband have been through some really bumpy times, So we are going to hold the vision of success and love for you so that everything works out for you. We're really excited that you are both about to make major changes so things in life get easier. Our hearts are with you, Marlena. Thank you so much for always following the show. Love having you here. Thank you, everyone, as you're joining us here. We are so excited. Share the page. Be a part of the experience. We're really glad to have you. We are navigating some interesting times here on planet Earth, so be kind to everyone, and remember that we are in the place of light and love. And if you truly love what we do here, then please help us help you, and give us a little bit of a donation so that we can make a shift and move things forward for our radio show and for our Sunday Fundays. Anything will make a difference for us, and we're really appreciative of the support. You know that our team is here every Sunday so that we can offer you the assistance that you need. Who else do we have here, Helena?
I am going to give you Leanne Lockwood.
All right, Leanne Lockwood.
She asks, am I destined to stay single? I'm happy single. Just feel it's meant to be. I'll stay single. Do you see me ever in a healthy relationship?
Okay, Leanne Lockwood, let's address that question. Am I going to be in a relationship, or am I supposed to be single? Am I destined to always be single, or is there really a healthy relationship for me? I'm going to put it back on you for a moment. What do you believe? Do you believe that there's a partner? I don't want you to settle. Are you thinking of settling and saying, well, if that's the way it's supposed to be, I'm going to be okay with being single? No, you're not going to be okay with being single, so no. There is a partner coming for you, and you are looking to attract the partner that's that match for you, that has that connection for you. And you just haven't put your energy upon that individual yet. But that's okay, because that partner is coming. And you are also healing. And for you, this is a very important point that we're about to make. For you, Leanne, you are healing old karmic connections with individuals that you have known for many lifetimes. And you're healing within yourself. You're healing the connection between them and you and the experiences. You're healing old wounds. And because you have such an important journey in the years to come, in a spiritual, energetic way, to truly make a difference in your own life and the lives of others, and for you to have this fulfilled living, you have to clear out some of this old karma. So when we step on board this fate train of these next 12 weeks, as we move forward with our date to destiny, and we're clearing out this old energy, in this moment of now, say, I am the woman who is creating a healthy, loving relationship with kindness and love, and the words and the actions are all in alignment, and I am the woman who is attracting the perfect vibrationally matched partner for me, and together we will grow and explore life together in this physical time, in this lifetime, in this moment of now. And notice I said in this lifetime, because we could all sit there and say, I want a partner, well, we need specificity, people. Do you want the partner in this lifetime, or do you want to line them up in the next lifetime? I don't know about you, but this is where we are, so we want to focus on this moment now. So thank you very much, Leanne, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
Who else? We're going to go to YouTube for a second. We got Marissa Evans. She says, I've been taking classes to become an independent contractor, and classes start doing eyelash extensions. Will this work out for me?
I do feel that being associated with the company that you're interested in working with is going to work out for you. I do feel that it's an important time for you in this moment. And as you move yourself forward, this industry is a little bit of a challenge because it involves a lot of networking, but it can work out for you. I feel very strong about your doing your classes for your eyelash extensions. I can say that 3 times quickly. Eyelash extensions. And I know that it's going to be the perfect time for you. So be open for this shift and change for you. All right, my dear? It's going to be a good choice. And that Prime America is going to require a bit of learning and a lot of study, but you're capable of doing it. And I know it can be very lucrative as you build your network of people to do business with. Thank you so much for your question. Who else do we have here?
go. There's my microphone. We have Hannah Thomas. She's asking, what effect does the Mercury retrograde have on me?
Oh, Hannah, it has the same effect for you that it does everyone else. It has this energy of us needing to be careful what we say, to match our words with our actions, and the effect it will have is it will bring to a head things that haven't been said, and for you not to take things personally, and for you to be aware of how you want to create your relationship and communication. It may increase the misunderstandings around you, and again, don't take it personally and do not allow your emotions to get out of balance, because the energy is going to feel a little uncertain, and it's really important for you to move yourself forward. Thank you so much, Hannah Thomas, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
All right, we're going to go way back.
Let's go back 1 second here. Go back to the page you were just on. I need to go to, I saw Alice here. Where was Alice? Right there.
This one.
Hi, Alice. How are you? I just, Alice, there's something about Alice's question that caught my eye, so I'm just going to take this, and then Helena will go wherever you want to go.
Absolutely.
I literally got a message from a friend while watching this, and a guy was talking to, interested in, wants to start talking again. Is this a good idea? What did I tell you guys, right? A lot of things are coming back up. Is it a good idea? For you, my dear, there's some closure and something that needs to come back around. And I feel as if that individual was not available or able to participate in the relationship the way that you wanted. And so now we are moving you forward. It is a good idea to have a conversation and for you to look to see where this is going to lead. And if it looks like it's taking you down the same path, then Alice, you have your answer, and then we let it go once and for all. Is it a good idea to jump right back in? No, it is not. It's a good idea for you to take a gauge, take the pulse of the circumstance, take the pulse of the conversation, take the pulse of what they're saying, and see, is it something that can really work for you, Alice? Thank you so much for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
Next, we're going to go to, we already answered that one. Let's go over here.
How's everyone doing here on Facebook? Thank you so much. Let me see, what do we got going here?
I want to go to right here, Miss Vantasia Webb. She's asking, I'm wondering if I should give up on my relationship or keep working on it.
Fantasia, would be really, really good if I had their birthday, but what I can tell you for you right now is that your focus really needs to be on laying a foundation for you to be your own financial foundation, for you to be the woman who is in this right place for you. As you navigate that, the relationship will either gravitate in and you will grow together, or it will fall apart. That is something will happen organically. Right now, the focus is on you. Don't give up. Just change your attention on something that you desire, that you are capable of creating and collaborating with the universe, and either your partner will come along for the ride, or we're going to leave them on the station right there on the platform, because the fate train's leaving, honey, and we might want to let them go. So give us a little more time. You will know as we take you into the end of September how that will go. Meantime, focus on career, my dear. You got a lot of good things coming for you. I see money. I want money, lots and lots of money. I want to be rich, uh-oh. All right, we're going to take another question. Who else do we have here? Thank you, everyone, for joining us here. We are here live on our Sunday Funday. It is so great to be on board this fate train. The planets are lining up in a way that, unprecedented times. It might get a little crazy, but that's all right. We need the singleness of purpose, and we need to know what it is we want to have. Who's next here?
We got Claire Casavitas asking, how do I navigate through these blockages I keep facing?
Claire, this is something that has been going on intermittently since 2011. So there seems to be a patterns of communication, there's patterns of misunderstandings, there's patterns of things not moving forward, they keep getting stalled. And also I'm seeing this energy of you've kind of counted on other people well, other people have counted on you, and now when you count on them, they're not really reciprocating. So you're really navigating financial, emotional, lack of support. And so now, how do you avoid this? How do we take ourselves out of that? Who inside of you is the person who feels as if we don't have an opportunity to embrace and love ourselves? Who is this person inside of you that feels like you have to overcompensate and do for others and not do for yourself? Who is the person inside of you? Where does this originate inside of you that does not allow you to be joyful and free of the limitations that I feel like others have put upon you? I feel as if the way you navigate through some of these blockages is writing down what will serve you and your future the best. And I also understand there's some personal things going on in the immediate circle, the immediate family, the immediate group. The core group is how Spirit is telling me. And that may involve other people, their emotions, and their difficulties that are impacting you. We can only give people the air to breathe, the wings to fly, but they alone need to fly, right? So what we do in the breath of life is we breathe the breath of life, and we wish the breath of life upon all around us, and we hold the vision of people setting sail or taking flight. So for you, my dear, it's a time for you to be specific in what it is you wish to create, honor self, love self, and release whatever has been holding you back from an early memory that has been a limitation, a way of looking at things that most likely precedes your teens. So this would be in your early formative childhood years that has impacted how you view things and how you allow things to kind of escalate and do not allow yourself to have the freedom of choice in certain circumstances and conditions. Thank you so much, Claire. I hope that makes some sense to you. And to those of you listening, I think many of you are in that type of current condition or situation. So take a listen to that again and apply that within yourselves as well. Who else do we have here? And are we working?
There we go.
Okay.
We already did this one.
Okay.
Here we go. We got Elizabeth Ortiz.
Elizabeth Ortiz. Thank you so much for joining us, Elizabeth. So good to see you.
She says, is my son going to pass all his training exams to become a police officer?
Your son has been working really diligently to accomplish this, and he is doing really well. And I do feel he is going to pass his exams. And even once he passes, then of course we need to wait for an opening for someone to need him in a particular department. So I do feel like he's going to do really well. Ask him to pray the 23rd Psalm before he goes to take the test so that he has the clearest energy. And he would pray the 23rd Psalm 9 times in a row for 9 days leading up to all of his testing, including anything physical or intellectual. And he will do very well. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. I'm really excited for him. And we will hold the space and the vision for his success. Thank you. Who else do we have?
I want to go to Lakeisha Garner-Thomas. She's asking, what is the career field I need to be in?
That's a great question, because here we have a woman of so many talents. There are so many things that you can do, my dear. So when I move you into this energy, this year is exactly the year when you figure that out. You're on the deep soul dive. There's a lot of creativity, a lot of ingenuity with you. There's a lot of leadership. I see you as an entrepreneur. I see you as a business leader. I see you with a business. I see you dealing with a lot of specificity in projects. So focus on the things that you enjoy. Make a list of what you enjoy. There's so many different aspects, but I really feel you leading projects, helping people, providing a service. This is how I see you positioning yourself in a career, in a business, and that's something that will be decided upon before the close of this 2019 year. I had to think, what year are we on? This 2019 year, and then we move you forward to what's coming. All right, thank you so much, Lakeisha, for your question. I need to kind of scroll down over here. Hold on, go back. Keep going. Somebody was saying she has something going on and she's a little desperate about something.
This one?
Yeah, I think so. Let me take a look at that. Okay. I am in desperate need of guidance regarding life in general. She lost her baby, and her husband within 2 months, and now being 33 weeks pregnant. Please help and thank you. Okay, so if I'm understanding the question correctly here, she needs guidance regarding life in general. She lost her father and her husband within 2 months, and she's 33 weeks pregnant. Please and thank you. So first, Amy, we are so sorry for this great loss. 2 very important men in your life to lose in a very short time. And I know that this is really very difficult for you. I know that you will be a fantastic mother and that the universe and the angels are supporting you. The energy around you at this time is one of grief and mourning, but the birth of the child will bring great joy for you. And know that your father and your husband will be there for you in spirit. And I know we want them in the physical world here with us, but they will be there with you in spirit, and they will assist you in the journey. So I know that this is a difficult time. I'm not able to make the connection with them just yet. I feel like it's too soon for me to make that connection since their transition. But I do hope that you and I connect again in the weeks and months to come, so that I can bring them through for you so that you can feel their connection. I am made aware that your husband, my spirit guide tells me that your husband has tried to reach out and connect with you in the dream state, and you've even been aware of his presence around you. No, he is very much with you, and there's great love for you. Thank you so much, and our condolences and our hearts are with you during this very difficult time. Who else do we have?
Next, we're going to go to Jackie Bettaluco. Will Calvin and I reconcile soon? And she's got both birthdays there for you.
That's going to take a while. First of all, he is stubborn, and you are stubborn. Well, you're both coming from 2 different places in how you see things, and I really feel like there's some great miscommunication going on around you. I feel as if there will be a transition and a change. It's just that it's not the right time for this to be reconciled, and I would not look for this to reconcile anytime soon, particularly with Mercury in retrograde. It's definitely a time to wait and give that a little bit more time. Kind of go towards September, October as a possibility, but I'm really not holding a strong feeling that you'll reconcile and stay together. I really feel we've got a strong difference of opinion, so we need to go to our separate spaces and give each other some space, and then we will take it from there. But definitely do not try to do much during Mercury retrograde, because that may blow up and make it even worse. Thank you so much, my dear, for your question, and we'll hold the space that the outcome that is for your highest good and that will make you the happiest will come to pass. How's everyone doing here? We're so glad to see everyone here on Facebook. Thank you so much. How many shares do we have, Helena? How are we doing here?
Let's check that.
Let's check that.
I see 85. 85 shares. It's pretty good.
We're almost there, everyone. Let's see if we can get to 100 shares. And we appreciate you, and thank you so much for supporting us. And if you would like a personal session with me, you can simply go to SarahSpiritual.com, and we do personal sessions. We have readings of past life regressions. We do soul journey. So we would love an opportunity to work with you. And we also have a class coming up. We only have like a spot or so left in our class, but we have our mediumship class. If you'd like to learn how to connect to loved ones on the other side, to your angels, to build a stronger relationship to your spirit guide, if you'd just like to say, I'm connected to Source and my inner knowing knows what's going on, then this is the class for you. Go to SarahSpiritual.com/classes and events and see the class. It is something that is really going to be a great treat. It begins July 11th. It is available online. No matter where you are, you can watch this class. We're going to put the class in the feed, I hope. Someone will kind of pop that up for me. Please take a look at that class. Join it. It is a fabulous class. No matter where you are, you can join us live online, participate, ask questions, be engaged with all of us. Or if you're local to West Palm Beach, come on in. I'd love to have you on July 11th. Join us. We are making a direct connect to the heavens, and I know we're going to really kind of tap into that intuition and develop it for everyone. Thank you so much. Who else do we have?
Next, we're going to Maria Dominic saying, I'm turning 50 and my husband will be 39. Any messages for us, please?
the best part of where you're at right now is, Maria, you are kind of closing out some old chapters. You're really kind of in this really great second half of your life. It's an important time for you. I see a lot of prosperity coming for you, and you both are in the same transition of closing old doors and getting ready for a new beginning. I also feel this really strong possibility of a move, relocation, a different house. There's some shift and change that comes for you in the next 18 months. So if that's something you're considering, know you're on track. And if it's something you haven't thought of or planned, just know it's in the realm of possibilities. You ultimately have free will, but I do know that it's something that's coming for you. Thank you so much, Maria. You are both on a great track. Thank you, and God bless you. Who else do we have here?
Next, we are going to... Where did she go? I'll have to find
Melanie
her.
Long is singing the song, I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore. She's got it up in her feed. Where's the question, honey? Let's see, where did you put your question? Okay.
I'm going to go to Lori Klein.
Lori Klein.
Looking for insight regarding my romantic relationship and long-term security, as well as expanding horizons professionally to increase income.
Lori Klein, this is a great time for you to be increasing your horizons. It is a great clean slate for you. This is a perfect time for you to focus in singleness of purpose for business and connections, alignment, movement, healing, connection with the great source, grounding with Mother Earth. This is a very powerful, powerful time. Looking for insight regarding your romantic relationship. I don't have that individual's birthday, but I feel as if this is a relationship that is slow blooming, and I feel as if we've got some growth that's going to happen in the next few months. So with that person's birthday, I'd be able to give you a little bit more insight into the connection between the two of you. But I see it kind of blooming and growing at this time. I also see your long-term security. Long-term security in this relationship is how I interpret the question. I'm not sure if that's what you mean. But this long-term security, it's growing and it's blooming, and as it kind of percolates and each allows each other to blossom in their own way and lets them all be in their own personal space, it's a perfect time for you to really embrace each other for who you are and meet each other where you are. Great time for building your business, Lori. Let's go. Get on board the fate train, because it's taking you right to the doors of destiny. Thank you so much, Lori, for your question. Who else do we have here? Live on Facebook, live on YouTube. Who do we have?
We got Sue Dietz asking about him. They've been together 20 years. Does he cheat?
Ooh, I spy with my SarahSpiritual eye. Let me see. That's a tough question to answer here, so let's take a look here. So first of all, for you, you need some change. Things are a little stuck, a little stagnant. It's time for you to get some change together. For him, he's on a great soul dive for himself. And I feel as if he's uncertain as to where he is on his path of life, almost like he is going through a little mini midlife crisis. But it's really more of the dissatisfaction of life, that he's not where he thought he would be, having what he wanted to have, his accomplishments. I feel as if he feels he got a little cheated or gypped in life. It didn't take him where he thought it would be. So I see a little hurt and resentment within him, and he's navigating through that. Now, does he cheat? Well, that's a big question, my dear. And at this moment in time, as I check in with Spirit, we're going to ask for a yes or a no here. I'm getting this energy of a no energy. Now, he may look, honey, but I don't think he's touching, so that's a pretty good thing, right? So I'm not seeing a cheating. Tough question to ask SarahSpiritual here, but we're kind of leaning towards a no. He may have a little roving eye, but as long as he's coming home to you, honey, it's not a bad deal after 20 years. Keep working. I think it's time for you guys to kind of go away and set some new goals and new vision for what the future will be for you. Little stuck and stagnant is the energy that I see. Thank you so much and welcome. I don't know if we've answered a question for you, Sue, before, so thank you so much. I see we've got some new people here. I'm glad to have you all here. Thank you so much. Who else do we have here?
Next we have Rock Starling. She asks, I remember traumatic experience from a few past lives. How do I process and heal these past traumas and stop the issues from manifesting in this life?
Great question. So traumatic experiences from past lives, when they come up, it's because we need to revisit it and let it go. How do I process and heal these past traumas? The same way you would heal a trauma in this lifetime. You go to the trauma and the event. You nurture self. You self-talk. You self-heal. You release the karmic ties that bind you. And when you feel that it starts to come up, the memory, the feeling associated with it, in an action or a reaction or an interaction, action, reaction, or interaction, I'm liking that, Spirit, with some people around you in a specific place, see when it comes up and look for where the trigger is, because there may be something else that needs to be healed. Self-love, self-nurturing, to keep going back and digging it back up does not help the healing process. It only further roots it in the memory so that it's there to continue on. Release and do the healing. Work with Archangel Michael to cut the cords of karma that bind you, and the all-powerful violet flame that burns the energy of negativity and karmic entanglements can work wonderful. Imagine a purple flame of energy all around you, clearing and removing any and all energy. This is what will assist you the best to clear everything. Thank you so much for your question. And if you'd like to work with me on a personal level, I would love to do that in a process called soul integration. That helps us heal the inner being that has been wounded and bring them to the future so they know that they're loved and safe. Thank you so much, Rox, for your question. Who else do we have here on Facebook?
We have a question from Shirley. She says, fate or feet? Can we change our fates with our spiritual growth?
I love that question, and I believe you were talking about that in our SarahSpiritual Vibe Tribe earlier today. And you can change your fate. You have the power to direct your energy and your intention. There are certain experiences and people that one way or another you will cross paths with them because they are part of the contract, but the interaction does not need to be the way it might have been fated to be by your increasing your awareness and your knowing. So do you have the power to change fate? You do. You have the power as long as you're in tune with the universe. And some things that must be will be, but we don't need to have the story play out the exact way it's been slotted, because you have the power in the moment of now. You are creating your tomorrow. So your attention to what you focus upon in this moment of now, on today, your vision, your intention, your focus, that is what will shift the energy, and that is what will direct the energy to create your tomorrow and ultimately your destiny and your fate. Thank you so much, Shirley, for your Facebook question. See you in class on Thursday. Thank you. Who else do we have?
We got Miss Rowena put saying, I have a guy asking me out several times. Is he an honest person?
He asked you out and you didn't say yes yet? What's the matter with you? Go. You will understand who he is when you spend time with him. And you will recognize his ability to communicate is rather good. He is a man who has his own private way of being. Some people may call it secrets. But just because he doesn't share all doesn't mean that he's not being honest. It's just he really likes to kind of feel the crowd, so to speak, and know who people are. So he has the same reservations as to whether he can trust someone as well. So move forward and just go out on a date, my dear. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Go ahead, go. Thank you so much, Rowena. Keep us posted. Who else do we have here?
I want to go to Kimberly Griffiths. She says, I'm loving my journey and soul purpose. I would just like to see how I can best help the people around me, please. Love and light from Kimberly.
Kimberly, the journey is really an exciting one for you. And it's an expansive time particularly for all of us on the planet, but you at this moment are expanding on a soul level, a conscious level, a connectivity level. You are opening up new doors of possibilities, and the journey is going to take you into a mission of assisting others. And when you move yourself forward, I see that you will best help people by being your authentic self, by working through healing, and by working through giving people your light and your energy in your comfort and your guidance. And as you move yourself forward, the angels step forward around you, and they move you through a transitionary time of 2020. And in this transitionary time of change, you will put your foot upon the path of purpose, and purpose will shine brightly for you in the 2021 year. So we've got a little evolution and elevation. I've got two words mixed together, evolution and elevation, that come to you between now and 2021. So thank you, my dear. You will best help them by being your true authentic self and sharing your light and guidance and healing with others. Thank you for your question. Who else do we have here?
We are going to go to Miss Melanie J. Long. She says 20 years plus relationship, wanting to transition out. When is a good month to move out?
Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. So the way I see this energy here, my dear, is towards the end of this year, I think some things will come to a head or get a little uncomfortable as we come out of July. But towards the end of the year, and I would kind of take you to this November time. November seems to have this good vibe of making change and moving yourself forward. He's going through his own share of changes as well, and I feel as if you have outgrown this relationship and it's time for you to match up on a different frequency, and it'll happen before the end of the year. So anytime after July, but preferably closer to the November month, the way Spirit projects it to me. All right? Thank you so much, my dear. Who else do we have?
Next, we're going to Juanita Hamilton. She says, please, what can I do about my daughter? I'm worried, sick, and don't know what to do anymore.
Your daughter is going through a time of great change, and she also has spent some time in a circle of people who don't have her greatest good for her. When I move her in this energy, the first thing I say to you is this: ask Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael, Michael being the protection angel, Raphael being the healing angel, to be around her, guiding her. I feel as if her confidence is a little bit out of sync. I feel as if she's, I don't want to say bullied, but I just feel like she's not getting the support that she needs. I feel like she doesn't feel like she fits in. So I feel as if we need some counseling, some assistance for her to process things through her inner being, and perhaps take her out of the environment she's in, if possible, if we're able to change schools or environments somehow, so that she can have a little more time to heal through this journey. She will be fine. It is just a difficult time in her life. Ask the angels to be of assistance. Thank you so much, Juanita Hamilton, for your question. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of us here. We greatly appreciate everyone joining us here for our Sunday Funday. Let's take a couple more questions here. Let's go over to YouTube. We've got MJ on YouTube. Let's see what we've got going on here. MJ, thank you so much for following us on YouTube. Saw him again, but inconsistency. What do the guides think? The leopard doesn't change his spots, MJ. Inconsistency. So when we see that there's this inconsistency in this moment, given the history and the vibe of this person, it's really not something that you can invest a consistent amount of time and count on for a long period of time. It is just simply a journey. We need to see where he is at in his journey, and I'm just feeling like you're not on the same page for relationship status. So this is where the inconsistency will continue, my dear. Leopard's not changing the spot. You will continue to see more inconsistencies. This will last for quite a while. Thank you so much for your YouTube question. Who else do we have here?
We gotta go to Miss Sandra Kelly. She's asking, what does this month hold for me?
Sandra Kelly, this month holds a shift in how you communicate for you. It's going to bring increase in some finances as well. I don't know if there's some additional revenue or business, but I feel like some other money comes to you, and this is going to bring some increase in finances. I feel as if you're being heard, you're speaking, and you're being heard is of great importance to you. And as you move that forward, you're going to make a positive shift and change to set yourself up for the second half of 2019. Watch your words, speak your truth, and all will be well. Thank you, Sandra Kelly. Greatly appreciate your following the show. Who else do we have here?
Next, we're going to go here to Cassandra Delau. She says, a spirit's been visiting me constantly in my dreams and letting his presence be known almost on a daily basis. I've never met the person when he was alive, but used to see him around. The question is, what is the significance of this person? Could this spirit have a message for me?
This spirit is someone who's connected to you on a soul level. You did not know them when they were alive. They have presented themselves because this spirit is a guide of yours, and this guide is showing you that they are here for you. This guide has, I'm going to use this word graduated because that's how spirit presents it. This guide was in the physical embodiment as a person. They have transitioned and they have moved up the spiritual evolution. And in this experience now, they are a guide of yours. But I do believe that in another lifetime, you did know this person, and that is part of the connection. And they are here to be of service to you as you go through some transitions and change, Cassandra. This is going to be a powerful time for you of communication, networking, connecting with people, and really spreading out your good vibes and bringing forth the right opportunities to yourself. You're setting the stage for a major shift and change that is going to bring about great joy and great fulfillment in the years to come. And the years to come is not 20 years from now, not 10 years from now. In the next 2 or 3 years, there's going to be great fulfillment and accomplishments in your future, I see. Thank you so much for your question. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. I'd love to see how we're doing on our shares here. It's so great to have everyone sharing the page and being a part of this experience.
We're at 88.
At 88. We were hoping to get to 100 shares today, everyone. Whew. Let's go. Let's see if we can share the page a little bit more as we continue to answer a few more questions. And to our friends in California, we are with you in spirit and in energy, and we pray that everyone stays safe and that these little tremors start to go away and they begin to dissipate and not to be heard from again anytime in the very near future at all. I know the Earth is going through major changes. We're going to continue to feel a lot of changes and shifts in the planets and Earth. So for those of you who are going through the earthquakes, we are with you, and stay safe, be aware. Don't be in a place of fear, but do be in a state of awareness. And we in South Florida are sending you our love and light. We know what it's like to go through our hurricanes, and we know that when it comes up on us, it's just a terrifying moment. And so we are with you. In California, you get tremendously less notice than we do. We at least have a day or two to prepare for most of our storms that come through, so we're a little more mentally prepared. So we are with you. God bless you. May the angels continue to surround you in California, and may the earth find its balance and cease this moving and shaking to this degree. So we're all with you. We have many friends in California, many of my clients, and we have friends. We have a dear friend of ours who's does Good Morning La La Land and out of LA, so we are sending him lots of love and light in his great show that he's doing. So we were kind of checking on our peeps in California, and we thank you all for being a part of this, and send love and light to California. I know many places on the earth have gone through shifts and changes, and so we send love and light to everyone who's going through some difficult times, be it something that has to do with the environment, something that has to do with the weather, or something that has to do with personal happening in your life. We hold the vision of space that you navigate through things that are difficult and challenging with ease and grace, because we've all been there, and we hold that space that you will pass through with as much comfort and knowing that you are loved throughout the whole journey. Thank you. Who else do we have?
Next we have Kovila Devi. She says, what have you for my love life and career?
The first thing that I see here for you is we're opening up a brand new slate for you, a whole new opening. The first thing I see for you, Kovila, is that love life needs a little more strengthening. I don't feel consistency in love life. I don't feel that it's flowing the way you want it to. When I go to career, I feel that this time of 2019 into 2020, and I'll specifically take you into the month of February, brings a great opportunity for you to promote, advance, and create change. So if you've been looking to make a shift to change, give thought and consideration and vision and envision the change, envision the job as you'd like to have it, because this is going to be a good shift for you for career to create abundance for you. I move you into the February month feeling that that's a grounding time for you, and it's going to bring a lot of positivity. As you come onto your birthday in this month of July, know that the angels will be with you, assisting you as you set new intentions and new wishes for this birthday year that's upon you. I feel that love is something that needs to be developed and strengthened around you. If there's primary partnership, there's work that needs to be done, but I feel there's a disconnect in love, so it makes me almost feel as if there's nothing that's as significant or feeling the way you would like it to. Know that love comes into the 2020 time. I see strong love around you. So whether the current relationship shifts and grows, or we step upon a new relationship, I see love being very strong around you in the 2020 time. Thank you so much, Kavila Devi Kulin, for your question. Well, everyone, we're going to get ready to start to wind down. I want to thank you all for joining us. If you've enjoyed this in the feed, please share the page. Let us know that you're with us. We are all aboard the Fate Train. We've been with you now for almost 2 hours, so we joined you at about 5:39 today, and we're really glad to be a part of it. And Lynn Orta wants to know if her girls are going to come back in her life. They will, Lynn. It's just you're in a big disconnect. I'm seeing some questions that are just right there in my face, and I just want to make sure that I address as many as possible here. I know that positive changes are coming. Melissa Marie says, I'm not ready for a new partner, but I'm enjoying talking to new people. It is fulfilling to me. And I say this to you, Melissa, you will be ready, that you're getting ready to be in that state of acceptance and love and partnership. So be ready for that as well. Thank you, Kimberly Kirkland, for the hearts. Thank you, Chris White, for enjoying the Sunday Funday. We really appreciate you. Campa Camille, can I help you with your health? We're going to work on some health matters before we close here. Francis Porta, thank you so much for joining us. Great to have everybody here. Thank you, Helena, for helping us. Helena, you have Step Robili Sasson in the queue. Let's pull that up really quick if we can.
Oh, yes.
And Leon Yakum, thank you so much for joining us. Francis Delgado, thank you for joining us. So happy to see you here. Sue, thank you so much for joining us. Jessica Rowe. Jessica Rowe, you're going to be stepping into some more purpose, energy of purpose in the month of September. Things are seeming a little out of sorts around you. Let's see who we've got here. Yeah, we have a lot of questions in the queue. That's why I'm trying to rattle through a few more. I never want to let you guys go. I don't want to go, but I know we got to go. So let's see who else we got. Step Robili Sasson says, I feel a lot of why I'm in the situation I'm in now has a lot to do with finding a sense of freedom and connecting with my true essence again. Can Spirit give me some clarity on this and what is to expect to come? Finding your truth and not stepping back in old patterns and something dysfunctional. You're having to complete or fulfill another person's needs and void of your own. So I'm feeling as if you have been in a pattern of relationships where you manage to lose who you are, and then the minute you begin to step into your authenticity and show who you are, the partners that you've attracted have not been happy with that. They wanted to keep you in the box that you had put yourself in order to accommodate them. So that's something for you to look at and work through for clarity. It does not mean that the current relationship has to end. It does mean that we need to find the balance, and you need to be free to be who you've come to be, my dear. So thank you so much. It is going to take a few months for you to really wrap your head around what you need to do in the physical world to find that fulfillment and freedom. And on an emotional level, there's a lot that you can explore by letting yourself know that you are worthy and you are loved and you are perfect just the way you are. And as Billy Joel would say, I love you just the way you are. All right, so we were going to do a little healing work here. We have some people who are asking for some healing. I know a lot of you have asked quite a few questions here. So we want to acknowledge everyone and thank you. I can't get to every question, but I do go back in the feed and answer questions when I have a moment. I know, when is that? But when I have a moment, I go back in and I answer some other questions. I do take that time. We are glad to be of service to you here. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, there's a link on PayPal. Please, if we've answered your question, if you've enjoyed this, if you've shared the page and you want others to be a part of this and us to continue to be able to do this, then please click the link and share your love with us in return. So we're going to open up a little more space of healing. We balanced out the chakras and we released, but we're going to call on the angels of the north, the south, the east, the west, the winds of the north, the south, the east, the west, Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael. We're going to ask for the divine healing power of Archangel Raphael. And we're going to bring the healing power of Archangel Raphael to clear the energy around you and to infuse each cell within the human body with an illumination of white and green light. And as we infuse every cell in your body, I ask that you take a breath and take it in and breathe in the light. We're going to open up the energy. And for those of you who are having problems in the beat of the heartbeat, the blood pressure, we're going to send in this beautiful blue ray of energy to bring calm and tranquility so that the body can be in a state of tranquility. We're going to send green light to the heart area as well for the blood pressure. We're also going to send the green light infused with white light to go through in the heart area to clear any blockages in the heart, physical, emotional blockages, to alleviate and clear that energy. For those of you with digestive issues, we're going to shower you with this beautiful bright green and violet light. We're going to allow the violet energy to consume and remove any entanglements, any karmic entanglements, any sluggishness, anything that's been trapped in the digestional tract that is holding you as a blockage, any hurt, any pain, any guilt, any shame, anything that is weighing you down and not allowing you to flow. We are going to send this purple and green light to heal and illuminate that. So be open and receptive and receive that now. And we're going to shower everyone with this beautiful white light for clarity and illumination so that you can each be the perfect bright light that you've come to be. You are all a bright light. I'm going to send the energy out, and we're going to open up the energy. I'm going to bring the energy through, and we're going to just send it out to you. And I'm going to send the energy. And we're opening up the energy here around you. And everyone breathe. Align with the divine light of God. I am one with the energy of healing. I am one with light and love. I am an open door for the energy of love to shine through. I am. We bring in the energy of clearing and clarity now. I am. We cut the cords that bind us to experiences that no longer serve us. We clear. We open the energy. I am one with the divine source creator. I am. I am light. I am peace. I am beauty in everything I do and say. I am love. I am light. I am peace. I am one with the Alpha and the Omega, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, World without end, we summon the presence of God. I am open and receptive to all that is, all that shall be, all that I have come to be. I am one with my divine unique source code. I am unique unto myself. I am light. I am peace. I am beauty in everything I do and say. I am light. I am grace. I am peace. I am love. I am healed. I am one with the divine light. I am one with who I've come to be. I am one with the collective consciousness. I am one. I am a citizen of the planet. I am that I am. I am light. I am love. I am grace. I am a vessel of divine light moving through me in everything that I do and I say. I am the creator in motion. I am the vehicle of the expression of God. I am capable of everything I desire. I am worthy. I can, I will, and I am. And I am light. I am love, I am grace, I am peace, I am. Say together with me, I am. Say I am. Say I am. I am. I am. Feel the energy, I am. I am one with the violet energy that consumes and transforms everything around me for my highest good. I am one with my divine light, I am one with my divine purpose. I am one with my heart. And my heart is my light, and my heart is the energy that fuels all that I do, for I am the expression of love on this planet. I am. Feel that energy. Say I am. And say I am. Continue to say I am. Put it in the feed. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for shining your light with us on Sunday Funday. Be on track for this wonderful experience of who you've come to be. Notice what you notice in this time. Notice who you've come to be. And notice what isn't working for you and let it go. And be open and receptive to new possibilities. Trust that you know your divine truth. Trust that you're a being of light. Trust that the universe has your back. You're never alone. Your guides, your angels, and your loved ones are always with you. Say with me again, I am. I am. Thank you so much for sharing time and space with me on this Sunday Funday. We're aboard the Fate Train. Let's see what happens next week. Thank you. God bless you. Say I am, because I am Sarah Spiritual. Good night. See you Wednesday, 5 to 8 p.m. on WWNN, 1470 a.m. and 95.3 FM, and right here on Facebook and on YouTube. We'll see you then. Good night, and I am Sarah Spiritual.
Look through the window pane, but I can't see through the rain. I seem to have lost my way. I thought I knew what I wanted, but I can't see now which way I should go. And I don't know how to come out from the rain. I didn't see it clearly. Everything got caught up in the clouds, and somehow I lost my way. The winds of change are here upon me now, and I don't know which way I should go. The time has come for me to realize that now is the time that I have and it won't come again. I'm looking inside, and I don't see a place for me. I can't find my way anymore. So when I say goodbye, I hope you remember me, 'cause I will remember you. The winds of change are here upon us now. We don't have the answers we need. Where shall we go? The time is gone and I don't know how to find my way. So when you walk out the door, will you turn around